So that's huge, whatever. That's a big old tree is what that is. So that's going to be a big old stump under the water there. This is off a Lone Star. We're off a Lone Star in here. We're getting close to Clear Springs, going toward the dam. And you can see this is still, that water's still got a ways to go. It's more of a shallow area right here. This side. And then, I'm not sure these campers, don't remember seeing them before, but I know this is Clear Springs. It's coming up right ahead there. Cypress, right? Cypress trees. Those all look like dead cypress trees to me, but I don't know for sure. It looks like they don't have any leaves on them, so I'm thinking they're dead probably. That could be a problem. The lake is going to come up another 5 feet, roughly. So this growth, I'd imagine it's all going to die off. This is all soft. So it shouldn't be a hazard once the lake is when the lake is full. If you look at the walls, so the water level is going to come up to those walls, all the way to the top of those walls. We're about 5 foot away from that. And at the pace it's filling, probably another maybe anywhere from like 5 weeks, maybe as little as 3 weeks if we get a lot of rain, maybe as much as 2 months. It's really hard to say. But it has come up, this has come up a whole bunch. This was all, we could not pass this when, after the dam broke, we could not come this way. Most of it was just dry. And what wasn't dry was just flowing, so you could take the kayak in one direction, but you'd have to either get out downstream or walk it back. There wasn't two-way kayaking wasn't possible at that point. It definitely is possible now again. Look at the slide. Was that there before? That would be a heck of a thing to try right now. We have about a 10-foot drop into a cup of water. We have to do the 100-foot high dive into this little glass of water. Up here, I'd say, really, I think it's probably on that side more. We're making some pretty good time here. We're getting out there now. Now we've got an egret out there, a little ways out. GoPro doesn't do distance very well, but there's an egret right there. Look how that'll turn out. I'm not going to be able to sit in there much longer. There he goes. It's walking a little. See this? This is pretty ubiquitous, these yellow flowers. You see it? Oh, there it is. So there's the top of the grain elevator at Clear Springs. So we're getting there, moving along. From where we put in, I was trying to remember, I think that's like, I don't know if that's quite a mile and a half. I think it's about a mile, maybe a little bit more than a mile and a half from where we put in. I haven't seen that from here in several years, before the dam broke. some of the long piers as we're getting closer to the dam. 5 foot more water, and those will all be back to where they were. And when we'd ever see this Texas flag on top of this overhang over here, we knew we were getting close. We're getting closer to the dam. So at this point, I'd say we've gone probably about 3 miles. If I remember right, from where we put into the dam is about 3.5 going this direction. And it's about 4 miles going toward the highway and the spill off at the other end. So the total length is like 7.5 miles from the spillway near the highway to the dam here with McLean. But this is the first time we've been down this way since the dam broke. You can see these are all like a pier, they're more like piers than they come out. Actually really nice. Is this a new one? This might be a new one. Looks like they're making that out of what do you call it? What's that wood that everybody's allergic to? Cedar logs. I don't remember that one, but that seems to be the style in this part of the lake. It goes along those piers. And then the way it was before, everything to the left here was a no wake. And maybe that's why, because it is pretty shallow over here. You can tell with all the growth, it's more shallow on the left side. And I think it was no wake. Wasn't it no wake all the way to the dam?
Yeah.
And that switched. It was different, like from when we first started coming out to when the last time we came out, that the wake zones had been changed. But I think that's the way I remember it. This was no wake on the left. And I think they had buoys, right? Didn't they have the buoys coming out?
They said no wake.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens here. Looks like 12 o'clock, that's a buoy. I think that was there before. Yeah, this is getting exciting. We're getting close. We should be able to start seeing the dam here very soon. When we come around this next bend. And the way I remember it, we have to, the further to the right we were, the earlier you would see the dam. It's massive. That's a massive wall. Massive wall. You can see some stumps off to the left there. Same type of growth with the yellow flowers. You've seen that throughout. Any area that's shallower, we're still seeing that. So that's probably a good indicator of the depth that you're dealing with, guys. As you can see out here, this is deeper water coming on the right here. Talking about if we have the kayak there, we can start to see the edge of the dam. That's, I think.
See, there's a no wake.
That's the one. That's a caution because it's an intake. Doesn't it say intake on it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that one was there. That's been there the whole time. Does it say intake? I can't tell. Gas, I don't know if it was for the lake, a filling station, but there's a gas pump over there. I thought it said intake. I don't know why we say intake. That's the edge of the dam. I think I see the edge of the dam now. Yeah, that's going to look a lot different than it did before. Yeah, for sure. really throwing right there. I think that water level's going to come up to that wall. But that's how shallow it is on that side. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's still going to be a no-wake zone. Even with 5 foot more, you're skiing and that kind of stuff, it's going to be a crapshoot about hitting obstacles slightly below the water. So probably going to want to stay away from that. Definitely deeper water on this side. And we can clearly see the dam now. Almost looks like a bridge.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, that is cool. So this is our first vision of the new dam. Last time we were down here, the old dam was in place, so it would have been 4 or 5 years ago since we've been down this far in the kayak. We're getting closer. We'll get some real close ones here in a few minutes, but it looks like a bridge to me. Still, from here, looks like a bridge over the water. The wind's picking up a little bit, so that'll be helpful on the way back. It gets a little deeper out here on the left. Now we're coming in. Now, is this the walkway for that neighborhood?
Yeah.
That's closer to the dam than I remember it. That really long one that we stopped at that one time?
Yeah.
It looks like it's got a ramp coming down from a house. Is this it, really?
This one here where the red is.
I thought it was back
Goes
to...
up to a pavilion and sits at the top.
So that water, yeah, it's still got a ways to go yet. But and there's the dam right in front of us. So let's see where we. I don't even see if they have buoys out there yet. Yeah. That used to be, is that a dock? It's so hard to tell. I guess because we're low, we're below it. It's hard to see.
There's a dock right there where he has an open gate. You can just come in to the right.
Yeah.
There's 2 little ramps right there.
'Cause I remember pulling up the side of it before, but you can't really see the. Yeah. Yeah, we still got definitely still a few feet low, but this. So what's this here? This is a big old wall. Those are huge, aren't they?
Yeah.
Looks like, is
Used to
that?
be something, but it looks like
It looks like there's got a dumpster up there. And it's getting closer and closer. Yeah, that whole catwalk is new, right? I mean, that wasn't there before. I guess that's how the gate. That's got to be the gate right there, right?
Yeah.
So 1 and 3, you can see the gate is visible. And then 2, I guess, is still let it stream out, and that one comes up slowly as the water level rises. There's a whole system. They do it very systematically, just like an inch or two at a time. Well, there's your new Dunlap Dam. Alright, so we're going to leave the dam area here and head on back. We've got probably about 3.5 miles to get back to where we put in. And then hopefully next week or so we'll see how it is, how navigable it is going towards 35. But going to the dam, we can navigate the whole distance, at least in our kayak.